I smell rabbit.
Senua Kiosk. Place to go for classic UA dishes.
हेलो हेलो, आवाज आ रही है अभी? एक ऑल राइट, तो आवाज़ आ चुकी है और मैं कब से ऐसे बड़ बड़ कर रहा था, सो माफ़ कीजिए मुझे। ऑल राइट, तो मैं बोल रहा था कि पहले तो आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हमारी लाइव स्ट्रीम में। अवराज, आपके सपोर्ट की वजह से कोबरा चला के पहले आवाज़ नहीं आ रही थी, अब आ रही है, थैंक यू वेरी मच। और जैसे कि मैं बोल रहा था, स्टार्टिंग से ही बोलता हूँ क्या बोल रहा था, क्योंकि आप लोगों ने सुना तो होगा नहीं, बट ऑब्वियस है ये। हाँ, तो फिर ये जो गेम है आप अपने मोबाइल पे भी खेल सकते हो और अपने पीसी यानी कोई भी प्लेटफॉर्म पे आप खेल सकते हो सिवाय एक्सबॉक्स के, सैज लाइव। ओके, तो ये गेम आपको क्यों खेलनी चाहिए? क्योंकि इसकी स्टोरी बहुत ही बढ़िया है, बिल्कुल। आप इसमें इमर्स हो जाओगे, बिल्कुल। या फ्री बैठे हो, बिल्कुल। आपको खेलनी चाहिए, मतलब मैं ऐसे नहीं, आपको ज़बरदस्ती नहीं करूँगा, बट अच्छी गेम है, नहीं ऐसे मेरी रिकमेंडेशन है। और इस गेम के अंदर मैं बोल रहा था कि जो मेरे पास 2 अकाउंट है, जो पहले वाला अकाउंट है मेरा वो काफ़ी बढ़िया है इस अकाउंट के मुकाबले में, क्योंकि ये मेरा ऐसे प्रॉक्सी अकाउंट है। और ये अकाउंट मैंने क्यों स्ट्रीम करने के लिए चूज़ किया, क्योंकि इसके अंदर स्टोरी बची हुई है। और स्टोरी इसका मतलब है मेरा, इसके अंदर आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट होती है, और जो कि इसके अंदर भी मैं थोड़ा आगे हूँ, तो यानी कि स्टार्टिंग से नहीं शुरू कर पाऊँगा। तो आपको मैं एक प्रीव्यू दे देता हूँ, ओवरव्यू दे देता हूँ क्या हुआ था। इसके अंदर ये जो कैरेक्टर आपको दिख रहा है, ये अपनी बहन के साथ ये वर्ल्ड में आया था। ये वर्ल्ड का नाम होता है टैवेट। ये पूरा टैवेट का मैप है, आप देख सकते हो। और जब वो आया था तो फिर यहाँ का एक गॉड है, गॉडेस लड़की थी, क्योंकि वो गॉडेस थी, उसने यानी कि इसको रोक लिया था और उसकी बहन को और इसको अलग अलग कर दिया था, ऐसा। और फिर बाद में ये भाई साहब कहीं पड़े हुए मिले बीच पे, जिनके साथ ये आया। ये आपको छोटी सी गुड़िया दिख रही होगी, ये हमारी काइंड ऑफ टूर गाइड है, बहुत पकाती है सही में। तो फिर उसके बाद हम यहाँ पे 7 नेशंस होते हैं, जैसे अपने कैसे 7 कॉन्टिनेंट है अर्थ के अंदर, इसके अंदर 7 नेशंस है ऐसे। और हर नेशन का एक आर्कॉन है, आर्कॉन यानी गॉड कह सकते हो आप। और सबसे पहले हम गए थे ये वाली जगह पे, मॉन्स्टैट। मॉन्स्टैट में हमको मिला था एनमो आर्कॉन। एनमो यानी एयर, हवा, वायु का देवता, वायु देवता। बाद में उनकी हमने क्वेस्ट पूरी की। उनका एक पालतू ड्रैगन था जो काबू के बाहर हो गया था, हमने उसको काबू में लाया। मैं ऐसे ही बोल रहा हूँ, ऐसा बहुत डिटेल में था सब कुछ। तो फिर ये वाले नेशन से निकले, बाद में हम यहाँ पे आए दूसरे आर्कॉन के पास, जो कि है जियो आर्कॉन। जियो आर्कॉन यानी कि जियोलॉजी समझ लो, पृथ्वी का देवता काइंड ऑफ। तो फिर यहाँ पे हम आए, अभी तक हमको मिला नहीं है, स्टोरी इतनी आगे बढ़ी भी नहीं है। यहाँ पे ऐसा कहा गया है इस क्वेस्ट के अंदर कि वो देवता को मार दिया गया है, और सारा दोष हम पे आया है, क्योंकि हम नए थे यहाँ पे और सबको लगा कि हमने मारा है उसको, जो कि बुरी बात है। और हमको खुद को प्रूव करना है कि नहीं भाई, हमने नहीं मारा है उनको। तो हम यहाँ पे उस जो जियो आर्कॉन है उसके 3 दोस्त हैं, जो कि एडेप्टस के नाम पे जाने जाते, 3 नहीं वैसे 4 या 5 से ज़्यादा है। तो फिर उनके पास हम जाते हैं एक सीजल ऑफ परमिशन लेके, कि उनको इनकी उनसे अगर मिलना हो तो हमको ये दिखानी पड़ती है, देखो ये हमारे पास सीजल ऑफ परमिशन है। तो हम उनको दिखाते हैं और बाद में बोलते हैं कि ठीक है, हम इसके बारे में कुछ सोच विचार करेंगे कि तुमने मारा है कि नहीं मारा है। और फिर तब से हम यानी कि यहाँ पे आए हैं। यानी ये मैंने बहुत शॉर्ट में बताई है स्टोरी, तो कईयों को समझ नहीं भी पड़ी होगी, एंड दैट्स परफेक्टली फाइन। चलिए, तो फिर अभी हम पहले हमारे डेली क्वेस्ट कमीशन करेंगे, क्वेस्ट भी कह सकते हो। ओके, ये टेलीपोर्ट, आवाज आ रही है ना? और पिक्चर की क्वालिटी सही है कि नहीं मेरे को बता दीजिए। यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं। ये भी स्टोरी नहीं है, खाली हमारी डेली कमीशन है हमको करना है। उससे हमको एक करेंसी मिलती है जिससे हम यानी कि समन कर सकते हैं, तो वो करनी पड़ती है। सही है सब। थैंक यू अवराज बताने के लिए। एक मिनट गाइस। हेलो। हाँ गाइस, मैं आ गया हूँ वापस। और जो भी स्ट्रीम में नया है, मैंने इस गेम की स्टोरी के बारे में हल्का सा प्रीव्यू दिया है, आप देख सकते हो। स्वरूप हाय, भरत भाई हाय, और दीप इन शॉर्ट कैसे हो आप? आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हमारी आज की लाइव स्ट्रीम में। ओके बोलो भाई, क्या चाहिए? बड़ी मैं ये कन्वर्सेशन स्किप कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि कुछ काम की नहीं है, खाली डेली कमीशंस के लिए। तो वैसे भी कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग बोल नहीं रहे हैं ये लोग। दीप हाँ भाई, दीप मेरे को पता है तू है, आई नो दैट। ओके, जनता जनार्दन आ चुकी है। अरे यार, वहां तक चल के जाना पड़ेगा। ओके, और जयंकर भाई कैसे हो? आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हमारी लाइव स्ट्रीम में। और भाई बढ़िया भाई, तुम बताओ। हाँ गाइस, आपको जानने की कुछ जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि ये खाली डेली कमीशन है, तो यहाँ पे कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट चल नहीं रहा है। अरे किससे बात कर ली मैंने? तू बात करना। हाँ, अब एक और। एंटर। अरे हाँ भाई, जल्दी कर, बस F1 चालू होने वाली है 6:30 को। बिल्कुल भाई, हमको पता तुम जीत के ही आओगे, हमारा आशीर्वाद है तुम्हारे साथ। ये अंधेरा क्यों हो गया? अच्छा चला गया। गाइस, अगर आप पिक्चर क्वालिटी में कोई इशू हो तो प्लीज लेट मी नो। नैनो धीरे चला। जयंकर भाई सुना, नैनो धीरे से चलाइएगा, नहीं तो टाटा भाई साहब आके मारेंगे आपको। कहाँ गया पे वो क्वेस्ट? वहाँ पे। मैं ये वाला अकाउंट से इसके लिए खेल रहा हूँ क्योंकि इसके अंदर थोड़ी बहुत स्टोरी बची हुई है। तो अगर आपको मेरा प्रोफेशनल वाला अकाउंट देखना है तो आप वो भी देख सकते हो। अगली स्ट्रीम में वो करूँगा मैं, ठीक है? आप खाली ये गेम आप देख के बताइए आपको कैसी लग रही है, स्ट्रीम करने लायक है कि नहीं है। ओके रेस 3 का सलमान खान आया। ये छोटे मोटे को तो ऐसे ही मार दूंगा बे। भाई इधर आ। अरे मेरे को मारा। यस यू टेस्टेड ब्लड। जल्दी आओ जल्दी 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 जल्दी। डू मेन वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट। हाँ भाई वो करूँगा मेन वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट। पहले 1 मिनट ये अपने ये कर लूँ। ओ भाई चेम्बर को कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए। कोई जरा सब्र करो। ओ रोजारी द राइजिंग ऑफ द शील्ड हीरो देखना चालू किया मैंने। अरे भाई बहुत सही। क्या है कि कौन है क्या उसके अंदर की काइंड ऑफ क्या बोलते हैं उसको। अरे यार मैं भूल गया। वेब सीरीज है क्या कि पिक्चर है। वेब सीरीज ही होगी मेरे ख्याल से। तो देखनी चालू किया तो नाम सुना हुआ है मैंने बट मेरे को पता नहीं कैसी है वो। गेम टाइप चीज है। अच्छा ऐसा मतलब काइंड ऑफ एनिमे टाइप ऐसा। ओ दीप भाई आपने बता दिया हमको। बहुत मज़ा आ गया हमको सुन के सीरियसली। 4 कैरेक्टर्स है गेम वर्ल्ड में घुस जाते हैं। काइंड ऑफ जुमानजी की तरह ऐसा। एनिमे ही है। ओके एनिमे बिल्कुल देखूंगा मैं। अरे झाड़ियाँ बीच में आ रही। कहाँ झाड़ियाँ आ रही। अरे मेरी जगह पे क्या चढ़ा है भाई। ओके हो गया। हाँ वैसे ही मस्त है। सीजन 1 आया है 25 एपिसोड ही है। अभी जल्दी खत्म कर दें। हाँ वैसे भी आजकल मोस्टली एनिमेज में 25 एपिसोड ही होता है। वो पूरा एक सीजन होता है ना उनका 25 एपिसोड का। 25 24 26 देखना चालू करूँगा। थैंक यू फॉर रिकमेंडेशन। इंक्रीजिंग बस अभी ये लास्ट का मिशन। इसके बाद हम मेन स्टोरी चालू करने ही वाले हैं। तो कुर्सी की पेटियां बांध लीजिए। मेरा रेजन भी फुल पड़ा हुआ। और हाँ ये गेम खेलने की सबसे बड़ी वजह बताऊं मैं। ये देख रहे हो सामने। देख रहे हो वाइफूस। अब कोई गधा ही होगा जिसको वाइफूस नहीं पसंद होगा। तो मैं ज़रा डिटेल में जाऊंगा नहीं। ओके ओके। अरे तू उसको मत मार यार। खाली ये तोड़ना ही है अपना। आई हैव इलेक्ट्रॉन। हाँ साले जला ले मेरे को पता है तेरे पास है। मेरे को रोना। मेरे को जीन भी नहीं। मैं तेरा अकाउंट डिलीट कर दूंगा कसम से मैं बोल रहा हूँ। ए भागो गेंडा। नो नो चलो हमारे ये हो गए। जैसा कि मैंने आपसे कहा था कि वो लास्ट था। थोड़ी जलने की बू आ रही है यहाँ से। मुझसे आ रही है लग रहा है। दीप अच्छा नहीं किया तूने यार। मैं बोल रहा हूँ। यहाँ पे आके हमको हमारे जो डेली क्वेस्ट हम ख़त्म करते हैं जो कि 4 होती है। तो वहाँ पे हमको एक रिवॉर्ड मिलता है यानी कि 4 कंप्लीट करने पे। ओके और अभी हमको डिस्पैच कैरेक्टर एक्सपीडिशन पे हम जाते हैं तो रिसोर्सेज हमको मिलते हैं जो कि इस वर्ल्ड में बहुत काम के होते हैं। सो गाइस गॉट इट राइट। डिफेंड देम यू विल नीड फॉर डिफेंड देम यू विल नीड फॉर कैसे एनिमे सुनना नहीं। डिफीट देम यू विल नीड फॉर इज ओके ओके गाइस। तो सबर का बांध टूट चुका है। 1 मिनट। हाँ मास हाँ मुझे पता है भाई। मैंने भी अपना रेजर अपग्रेड किया है। मेरे पास भी पहले था मतलब है। जो अपना अच्छा अकाउंट है। ब्रोकन मास, हाँ हाँ भाई समझ गया, मैं समझ गया। ओके, सो ये हमारी आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट हम जारी रखते हैं। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। ओके, एक मिनट, मेरा फ़ोन कहाँ गया? द हेल। चलिए, हमारी मेन क्वेस्ट अभी है, हम यहाँ पे अभी हम जो जियो आर्कन जो कि मर चुका है, जो कि हम पे 2 इल्ज़ाम लगाया जा रहा है कि हमने मारा है, अभी उसका यानी कि क्या बोलते हैं, मैयत निकालने के लिए आई डोंट नो इफ दैट्स अ राइट वर्ड और नॉट, बट तो हमको उसके लिए यानी कि तैयारी करनी है यानी कि।
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
ऐसा
Betting? No, no, we're here for... What was it again?
Noctilucus Jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
रेडिएंट ग्रेड।
Radiant grade, Noctilucus Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal.
ओके,
What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up.
गैम्बलिंग इज बैड थिंग। यस भाई, वो गैम्बलिंग नहीं होता, गैम्बलिंग होता है। हाँ मतलब मैं समझ गया आप क्या कहना चाह रहे थे। ओके,
But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
ओके, मैन हू मेक्स betting on the can be successful. What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? और zhongli ये है।
You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
हाँ वही, और जो है नहीं ये सोच रहा है कि पैसे कहाँ से आए। यहाँ पे एक थर्ड पार्टी ऑर्गेनाइजर है जो कि है फटुई। जो फंड्स है हमको मिल रहे हैं ये सब खरीदने के, वो हमको फटुई से मिल रहे हैं। फटुई जो भी उसका नाम है, फटुई।
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora.
एक्चुअली इट्स फुल टाइम।
It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
बिल्कुल
How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
भाई,
If one
जॉनली
must
का जो
always
वॉइस एक्टर
consider
है
Mora before acting, then
भाई,
in
तुम
all
बढ़िया
things
खेलते
one
हो,
is
तुमको तो
bound by
यूट्यूब चैनल
Mora.
खोलना चाहिए। हाँ भाई बिल्कुल, मैं भी सोचूं कि मैं कहाँ आ गया, ट्विच तो नहीं है ये। थैंक यू भाई शुभम भाई, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका हमारे स्ट्रीम में। आपकी राय हमारे लिए बहुत काम लगेगी भविष्य में भी।
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
और जो कि सोच रहा है कि मोरा क्या है, मोरा एक काइंड ऑफ यानी डॉलर गिन लो, यानी कि जैसे अपने यानी कि क्या गोल्ड कॉइन होते हैं ना, ऐसे इसको मोरा, इनको ये लोग मोरा बोलते हैं उसको। ओके, he's talking about economics, sounds like।
Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucus Jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the
आपको तो
item
जोर ही होना
made
चाहिए।
using Noctilucus Jade has taken shape, will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty
भाई
merchants to
बवाल
quibble,
करना।
They will
मारना
counter
एक
by
दो
saying
तीन।
that your crafting bench is to
भाई
blame,
होगी, रुक जाए,
or
मेन
that
स्टोरी
your
चल
heat
रही है, अभी
control
होगी,
is
वो भी होगी,
poor.
मारा मराई होगी।
Whoa!
ये बंदा
To
बहुत
think it's
जानकार है
that
सब
easy to
चीजों के
get
बारे में,
cheated.
But
तो
there is a
आपको
way
बता
to
दूं।
truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon.
Okay.
Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality.
क्वालिटी ओके। और नॉक्टिलुशस जेड जो होता है एक ब्लू कलर का एक पत्थर होता है, मतलब जेमस्टोन कह सकते हो। और इस गेम के अंदर जो एलिमेंट्स हैं उनको थोड़े कॉम्प्लेक्स नाम दिए गए हैं, जैसे कि पायरो एफिनिटी जो बोल रहे हैं, पायरो यानी फायर, समझे? आगे पता चल जाएगा आपको।
I have
अरे भाई
imparted the
ये
priceless
फटाकड़ी
secrets
कौन
of
है?
the jade trade to you.
पूछ के बताता हूँ, रुक।
Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just sad that we might never be able to use it again.
ये बच्ची है भाई, गंदी नजर वाले, फटाकड़ी नहीं है वो।
We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to
Setting
do
करवा
so,
देना।
what would I have
रुक
to
रुक करवाता
sell?
हूँ। Then we can get some.
That would, well, fine. As you wish, then.
सैंपल को
How
जला के
about this?
देखेंगे
I
हम।
can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry.
All right.
I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
बिल्कुल, पैसा तुमको
All
पूरा
right.
मिलेगा।
Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
फेस कैम करना भाई, फेस कैम अभी रुक जाओ, थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा उस चीज़ के लिए। फेस कैम करने के लिए अभी हमारा मतलब कि अच्छा कैमरा नहीं, ऐसा कह सकते हैं। These samples so thin.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are
तूने कब
almost
मापा बे?
see-through.
How stingy. This is impressive and this is
Oh, you flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would have killed me.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of
बवाल
his
कर भाई
profits
फटाफट। हाँ
would
भाई,
be
रुक,
like
तेरे लिए
forcing a
बवाल भी
ravenous
करता हूँ,
wolf
रुको,
to
होने
vomit
वाली है,
up the
रुको।
food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What
Okay.
sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
कोनासुर
Oh, sir, to think you were
क्या
this
करे भाई, हम
learned.
यही कर सकते हैं।
Thank you for your
See?
understanding.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well,
पहले
guess we
इस्तेमाल
just
करें
need to
फिर
find a
विश्वास
place to try
करें।
this out.
Okay.
Oh, Paimon remembers. We once saw this big pot down at the Dada Upa Gorge in the camp of the hilly trolls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
भाई एपेक्स तुम अपने वहाँ पे भी खेल सकते हो ना, लैपटॉप में जाओ खेलो। राइट, ले भाई, किसको बबल चाहिए थी अभी? ले, फटाकड़ी देखनी थी तेरे को?
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the nation of
हम
Wind.
first.
A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue.
Oh.
It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit late, but we gotta cut the line.
देखो देखो देखो, अरे चेंज हो रहा है। ये झाड़ियों मत घूम, सांप मिलेंगे। हाँ भाई सांप मिलेंगे। पबजी चल रहा है भाई पूरा यहाँ पे। हो गए बस इतना ही, कोई बात नहीं। ओके, बाइन को अप्रोच
There's
करो।
still soup in here. These hilly trolls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment.
बिल्कुल।
We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three
वही
is
तेल है
which.
ना? हाँ भाई वही। Paimon ready to go. Paimon will remember which one three is which. जिसमें तुमको जला था।
Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli
Okay.
said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention.
Okay. इससे जंगली से भाई इसके अंदर डालूंगे सब। यूज पायरो टू हीटर। पहले इतना गर्म नहीं है।
Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade.
Okay.
Hilly trolls are surrounding us again. Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors. Let's take care of them and continue again after.
इसको रुको।
No one escapes my sight.
Alright. बस तुम लोग क्या हो गए? क्या हो तुम लोग? क्या कर लोगे तुम? बोलो। ओके। ये और गरम करना है? Alright.
Go, Baron Bunny.
ये क्या था? पूरा स्विंग हो क्या है?
That light came from the second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it?
हाँ
More
नीचे नीचे।
hilly trolls. They don't give up,
ये
do they?
दंद्रु। अरे
Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
गया। हो गया। अभी एक और बार गरम करो।
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous Jade, wasn't it?
तो पकड़ना कैसे है
It was
इसको?
so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
इसमें कूद भी नहीं सकते। चलो बाय समझे। वापस लिए में चलना है। हमको खाली यहाँ पे क्वालिटी देखनी थी कि कौन सा बढ़िया वाला है तीन में से। हमने देख लिया। अभी हम चलेंगे लिए हार्बर।
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Okay. Like third Noctocious Jade, no?
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same,
अब so
and
सारे
pardon
नहीं
me
ले
for
पाए।
asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top quality Noctilucous jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
मैयत के लिए चाहिए.
Parting? Oh dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is...
Rex Lapis Geo
It's
Archon
hard to
है,
believe.
यानी Geo God.
Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our
तुमको नहीं
Lord's
देना
protection,
चाहता
this
था.
city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the
बिल्कुल.
safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
So let's not get ourselves started.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora.
My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
What a strange sticker value of money. Local of Leo doesn't have money in them.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. Didn't Child give us some advance funds earlier?
Child फटुई का एजेंट बोल सकते हैं.
That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single mora.
To bring money next. Guess we need to find child for movement.
It seems that we must. I will keep that in mind. Thanks, both of you.
एक मिनट क्या ओके ओके
I'll race you there.
अभी तो हमको यही करनी मून फिंगर कहाँ है मून फिंगर भाई चांदनी उंगली ओके what are you setting at? यहाँ से शॉर्टकट है का वहाँ से ही चलना पड़ेगा कहाँ पहुँचूंगा यहाँ से तो मैं चलो चलो टन 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 चले यहाँ पे वो रास्ता बता रहा था क्या यार स्पाइडरमैन चलो अभी यहाँ पे आ जाओ। वहाँ जाना है, एक मिनट पहले ये कलेक्ट कर लूँ मैं। चलो 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 मेरे संग। वहाँ पे भी है अभी। ये रिसोर्सेस कैरेक्टर को असेंड करने के लिए बहुत कम आते हैं, इसकी वजह से मैं कलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ। ऑलराइट। इसमें क्या वंडरफुल। चलो भी यहाँ पे चलो। But Noctosius said, take weapon behind the place. अच्छा मैंने वो लिया नहीं, वो थोड़ा ऊपर है भाई।
I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, okay. Yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
हाँ भाई मेरे को पता है शॉर्टकट है वो, लेकिन वो ऊपर है अभी थोड़ा और वो बहुत टाइम लेगा, तो मैं देखता हूँ अभी। We will pay the jewelsmith.
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite. The Liu Qixing have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us.
Free
Wonder what that's about. Also, the Rex Lapis vessel.
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Tevat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available.
Qixing provided the location.
Perhaps each has their motives.
Greedy.
But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
Okay. एक कुछ नहीं मिला यार। आठ यार, किस्मत ही खराब है। क्या करे भैया। चलो सिल्क फ्लावर खरीदते, सिल्क फ्लावर। गुड वन। अरे मिस के अंदर अभी तक मैंने खोला नहीं है भाई। तेरा जो माउंटेन तू बोलता है ना, ले देख, ये देख, दिस प्लेस इज अननोन टू मी इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस प्लेस। ओके, नीचे है ना। बोलाई।
Hey boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
को बॉस बोलता है, बोलती।
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The the good kind? The best kind? Remind Paimon what kinds there are again.
Ugh, you
Kawaii.
ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
और भाई की
Golden
हाल
House
चाल
Maiden,
बढ़िया भाई।
Valley
डीमंस
Weaver,
भाई,
and
अमित कैसे
Fate's
हो आप?
Yearning. One of each
आपका
to
स्वागत
start
है हमारी
with,
लाइव
if you
स्ट्रीम
don't
में।
mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
मोस्ट एक्सपेंसिव वन, बिल्कुल। वेल कैसा है? दिस इज व्हाट आई गेट फॉर कॉलिंग।
Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their
बढ़िया भाई,
environmental
बढ़िया
conditions
भाई,
differ
बढ़िया।
from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily.
भाई पूरी
Lastly, this
encyclopedia
strain
इससे
is
छपी
quite
है।
the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients when they scaled the mountains in search of the adepti. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess
क्या
but a
दुकान
smattering
खोलेगा
of
रे
trivial
तू?
knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does
भाई
not
फेस रिवील
apply.
कब करोगे? बिल्कुल भाई
Perhaps you
जल्दी
don't
करेंगे।
know, Tradition
जैसे ही
states that we should decoct
1000 जितने
perfume from
सब्सक्राइब हो
different
जाएंगे बिल्कुल तब।
subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the seven.
और
Rex
गाइस
Lapis will then make
अगर
his
आप
own
नए
choice
हो
between
चैनल
the
पे तो
scents.
सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए, लाइक कर दीजिए प्लीज यार। ये बोलना जरूरी होता है फॉर्मेलिटी के लिए।
Like several other tedious and complicated traditions,
डीमन
this
भाई
one
को
has
हंसी
become
आ गई है।
simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the seven in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition
Peace, bro,
down to the
peace.
last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora on you?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
I see a pattern emerging. Morex is most mucky choose. No bro, ऐसा नहीं कह सकते तुम। He has the knowledge. I see a pattern emerging.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
बिल्कुल
Yes,
सही
in a
सुने आप।
sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried that everything I've heard is true. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you
हाँ जी
serious?
बिल्कुल।
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those
What
poems
happened?
in praise of my wares,
क्या हुआ भाई?
they'd
What
only be
happened? क्या
worth
हुआ?
a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
पैसे में क्या रखा है जोंगली
So,
भाई?
now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes this job.
I will wait for you
Me
near the
too.
statue of the seven. Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
सूंघ के पता चलेगा।
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
कहाँ है? चलो सूंघो भाई लड़कियां, सूंघते सूंघते चलो। जिसके पास भी अच्छा परफ्यूम होगा। अरे आपसे अच्छी स्मेल आ रही है। नहीं आपने परफ्यूम नहीं लगाया, छोड़ो। नहीं नहीं इनसे भी नहीं आ रही है। डैम आपसे आ रही है। आई डोंट नो ब्रा। come and kill and अच्छा इससे आ रही है।
Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
You smell great.
Wow. Just wow. I'm just going to assume that you're either joking or being sarcastic. To be fair, I put a lot of effort into my appearance for someone who spends all their time in the great outdoors. But I smell great? Don't be ridiculous.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lon. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lon's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless
Paimon
conversation.
अपना मुंह बंद कर ले.
If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chimei.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lon. See you around.
पाइमन मेरी पीठ के पीछे जरूर कुछ करता है. मेरे को नहीं पता तेरे को कैसा पता है. देखो फोटो ले फोटो. नाइस. अभी तो रात है, शाम की कैसे ली फोटो.
Hello, how may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
की पहनना है भाई. पाइमन पे तो आंख रखनी ही पड़ेगी. पाइमन पता नहीं कहाँ का अपनी नाक घुसा के बैठा है.
Sorry, you caught me off guard. Most people aren't so direct. I think we need more time to get to know each other.
बिल्कुल.
We just wanted to know what perfume you normally use.
Oh,
अरे यार
well,
ये
I don't actually use
पाइमन
any. That said, some of the
बनी
cosmetics I
बनाई
use
पहनेगी पानी
are
फेर के.
scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yingar? Oh, as in scent of spring, Yingar?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
रिक्वेस्ट थोड़ी बोरिंग है तो प्लीज थोड़ा यानी कि सब्र रखिए. ये अभी थोड़ी बातचीत थोड़ी है, उसके बाद एक्शन शुरू होगा. मैं आपको गारंटी देता हूँ क्योंकि मैंने ये पहले अकाउंट में ऑलरेडी कर चुका हूँ क्वेस्ट. मेरे को ये बोरिंग लगी थी बट क्या कर सकते हैं, क्या कर सकते हैं.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What?
ऐसा.
How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
गलत जगह पे आ गए.
Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like?
Whichever one you have. Smooth.
I'm not wearing any, darling. Could it be that you've been bewitched by my natural scent? If so, I'm afraid it's one of a kind.
Jokes now, jokes.
Whatever this is, you guys need to snap out of it right now. Hand
भाई
her the silk
जोक मैं
flowers.
सोच के सुनाता हूँ.
3 in 1 go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it? Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither.
बिल्कुल स्टार्डिस्ट वुड शेल विदर. लकड़ी कब तक सख्त रहेगी? टू मच दाल खाई.
That went over
बिल्कुल
Paimon's
भाई.
head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me.
We will talk later.
So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume?
Okay, how about...
Where is that? Mondstadt? We're only making some perfume. There's no need to go to such ridiculous lengths. Somewhere
Anything for
closer
you.
to home will do. Let's go for the kitchen at Wan Min restaurant.
रेस्टोरेंट में परफ्यूम बनाएंगे? वाह भाई वाह। भाई आपका नॉलेज कमाल का, नहीं सॉरी बहन, आपका नॉलेज कमाल का है बहन। ऑलराइटी, कोई अचीवमेंट थोड़ी नहीं। चलो।
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now.
Mao.
Are you ready to please me?
Of
What
course.
did you say?
I meant make me proud as my assistant, obviously.
ये कन्वर्सेशन पता नहीं कहाँ पे जा रही।
You can go and fetch some water.
पाइमोन तू जा, मैं यहाँ पे हूँ। I have some work to do.
Try something new at the Wan Min restaurant.
Have you fetched the water? Have a look behind Wan Min restaurant. Chef Mao is a professional chef. He must keep a store of pure water.
Okay. पीछे पीछे हाथ में भर के लेके जा रहा है क्या अबे? वो जल्दी हाथ से निकल जाएगा।
Try something new at the Wan Min
This
restaurant.
water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip.
बिल्कुल।
Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
ये कुछ ये गलत बात हो रही है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपको। ओ भाई, मैं तो कुछ और ही समझ रहा हूँ। बिल्कुल, हाथ सीधा की पे नहीं। अरे पाइमोन पे क्या, अब तो इनकी आग कहीं और रखनी पड़ेगी। क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम? Okay, don't worry, I know. Okay.
Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water. Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
बिल्कुल।
Try something new at the Wan Min restaurant.
What the? भाई ये तो माइंड फ्रीकिंग को बोल रही है। हाँ भाई वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ। मेरे को तो कुछ और लगा, माइनक्राफ्ट भी नहीं। नोटी गाजियाबाद। अर्दन विंटर। क्या बनाना है? ओके, क्राफ्ट। अरे वो एक और बनाना है। इतनी क्या जल्दी है बे? शांति रहो, रुको जरा, सब्र करो। अमित भाई समझ गए हैं। तुमको क्या लगा मैं क्यों हंस रहा था?
Try something new at the Wan Min restaurant.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all.
बोलो बोलो, मैं तुमको ही देख रहा हूँ।
The
सुनने की तो बहुत
essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off.
ओह,
You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent.
आपको बाहर जाना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो टेम्परेचर सही में बहुत हाई हो जाएगा।
So please focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step.
हीट।
Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there.
कौन सी ड्रॉप? कहाँ पे जाना है? वी वांटेड। भाई इसके इरादे ठीक नहीं लग रहे, तेरे को अब पता चला मेरे। अरे भाई बिल्कुल With a little some perfume. कुछ
All
और ही
3
make हो रहा
perfumes
है.
are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant.
9 महीने के बाद पता चलेगा.
A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment.
बिल्कुल.
You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in.
Very dangerous. देखा तुम्हारा भाई स्मूथ टॉकर है. कतई जहर. How easily one could.
Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Jaime wants to hear this.
भाई आप तो मौज कर दे. बिल्कुल.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it.
Ooh.
The second one is for those with more refined tastes. The first choice for daughters
Still
of
single.
high society.
बिल्कुल.
Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one.
ये कौन सी है? ये यंग है, मैच्योर है कि हाई क्लास है?
All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood.
बिल्कुल.
Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay?
चलो मेरे को तो अभी हेल्प चाहिए.
I'll leave you with some parting words.
नहीं.
One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard.
ओ भाई साहब क्या बोल दिया. ए You need high meme knowledge for this. अगर आपको समझ नहीं पड़ा तो.
Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
बिल्कुल.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
मेरा ये तो दग दग कर रहा. भाई बेबी मरवा के मानेगी वाला तो इस पे शूट करता है. बिल्कुल. zhongli दादा. What do we have? What do we have? 5 of these चलेगा.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
Offer.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies.
Oh, कुछ हुआ.
Oh, what was that?
Number 3.
That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
इसको भेजो बे बाहर भेजो इसको.
Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Cheesing can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Man, why is he gotta be so secretive this time?
चलो ओके कहाँ है मैडम बिंग पिंग ऊपर वापस आना पड़ेगा चढ़ना पड़ेगा ऊपर वापस से
Terra smash.
चढ़ो
All things must change.
How do you do?
Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers?
मैं अभी तो तोड़ के
But
लेके
it's
गया
a
था
shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liu?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others think that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will consume us all. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you... Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but
भाई
I've grown old.
गाने के लिए बोल
Can't
रही है
quite recall where it is exactly.
भाई YouTube पे कॉपीराइट आ जाएगा
An
ना मैं
old
गाऊंगा
friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young.
अरे मैं गाना गाऊंगा
he
तो
saw me
सिम बंद हो
gazing at it
जाएगी
often and gave
पता ना
it
मैं
to
कितना
me.
सुरीला हूँ
But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started.
Like
It's been a
Gian.
long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
We can look
What a weird thing to be proud of.
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot?
आप उसके
My
अंदर रहते
entire
हो
household is in here.
How does that work?
Time for fairy tale. It contains our house keys. The bell.
Hey, that's rude. And even if it was like that, it must be a very expensive bell, right, Granny?
तो बाकी
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. if you can find it.
This granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here? Is she playing with us?
Oh, जादू. Let's see. खींच लिया है हमको अंदर. क्या करेंगे हम अब? Okay.
Where are we?
काफी छोटी जगह है.
Just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
अरे भैंस की.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice.
और
This is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really
भाई
haven't
हवन करो.
cleaned it in a long while.
भाई हवन करेंगे रुक. अरे
Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
हवन करेंगे भाई. रुक अभी करता हूँ हवन.
Quick!
Wake. क्या करेंगे? Judgment. Sa.
Terra Smash!
Boom, 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 boom. Right. Finish. मैकेनिज्म स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा. चलो चलो ऊपर चलो भैया.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
फेंक दिया झाड़ियों को मैंने. झाड़िया कहीं तो. यहाँ पे क्या छुपा रहे हो बे तुम? हवा हवाई हवा हवाई हवा कवाई.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
बिल्कुल. तो किसी का कैसे चल रहा है मेरे साथ?
More and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Julian Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
ये जाने दे मेरे को. जाने दे. नहीं जाने देगा. इन पे चलना ही अभी मेरे को. अरे ओ.
Let it rain.
अब फंस गया मैं. अरे यार ये क्या है यार? फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग. फुटबॉल की तरह खेलूंगा जैसे. अरे ओ भाई और आगे. मजाक कर रहा था मैं नहीं खेल रहा फुटबॉल. मैंने कभी खेला ही नहीं फुटबॉल. नहीं नहीं माफ करो दादा. क्या मैं फुटबॉल ही बास्केटबॉल खेलूंगा मैं. साला फुटबॉल नहीं. एवर हर्ड ऑफ बास्केटबॉल? अरे आया नहीं अभी. अमित भाई को हंसी आ रही है भाई मेरे को. क्या यार अमित भाई ऐसा नहीं होता. ओके. तीरंदाज भाई तलवार है तो. बैट बॉल. अरे भाई तलवार नहीं है, बैट बॉल ही हो, खाली तलवार का कलर चढ़ा है उस पर। देख ऐसे तुम जानते नहीं हो का?
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
वही मच्छर काटते हैं वहाँ, यहाँ पे एटलीस्ट मच्छर तो नहीं होंगे। ओ घंटी मिली, घंटी मिली।
Oh, you found it.
Oh.
Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now.
आंटी
let me
थोड़ी
see.
शांति।
All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
खजाना नहीं दोगे यार? Children are so quick on their feet. Okay. ये क्या यहीं पर खड़ा था ये?
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick.
That's what she said. Are you chasing? Are you?
The cheesing. Those children stopped letting my friends and I into their council long ago. Still, they've done well recently. We old folks are content to be idle.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless Adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell?
हेलो। हाँ भाई थोड़ा बिजी था। हाँ दीप भाई आपके साथ बॉस बैटल बिल्कुल खेलूंगा। और अमित भाई आपने क्या लिखा वापस लिख सकते हो कि मुझे पढ़ना पड़ेगा पीछे जाके? एक मिनट रुकिए। एक मिनट। हाँ भाई बिल्कुल भाई, एक शॉट में ही निकल जाते हैं क्या आप? ना भाई मैं तो ऐसे जोक के तौर पे बोल रहा था। तुमको क्या लगा हम इतने कमजोर है का? What if your friend?
Hey, it belongs to Granny. We're supposed to return what we borrow.
हाँ भाई अच्छे
Let
बच्चे,
you
शांति
keep
रखो।
it. You really are a frank child. If you want it, you can keep it. But this
Oh.
bell gets homesick sometimes. Who knows? It might find its way back into these old hands.
उड़
Well,
के आएगी क्या?
you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We
मेरे को तो
will.
रोना आ गया।
Thanks, Granny.
ग्रैनी, ग्रैंड मस्ती ग्रैनी। ओके ओके। भाई मेरे को एक कैरेक्टर इतनी बुरी तरह चाहिए ना, ये जो सामने है आपके भाई साहब, मैं बोल नहीं सकता। ओके अब कहाँ जाना है? 90 मीटर, 80 मीटर, कितने लीटर? जंगली भाई साहब, जंगली। जंग तो नहीं लग गई जंगली?
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside.
घंटी के अंदर परफ्यूम? Are you also an adeptus?
An adeptus?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
Photographic memory.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in
You
our
should-
preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
पतंग?
Ooh, Paimon loves
उतरान आ
kites.
गए।
Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals.
अच्छी
I
बच्ची।
will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
भाई चलो अब पतंगे लेने चलना है। एक मिनट पे कुछ था यहाँ पे कुछ था, मैंने कुछ देखा। ओ भाई नोटोशियस जेड ये होते हैं इतने सारे। बाद में कहाँ रखोगे इसको? चलो नीचे चलना है, अभी नीचे चलना है। ओके
Ah, sir, you're here. The
ये
7
उसकी तरह ही
kites you
दिखती
asked
है।
for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes, thank
दे
you.
दो।
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him.
फैशन, इकोनॉमिक्स, रिसर्च।
He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
सर मेरे
Well,
इकोनॉमिक्स
that's
का
because I
पेपर दे देना
prefer to
बस।
share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else. But there is more to it than that. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that.
ऐसा
I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors. The meaning of these 7 kites is far from banal.
बना।
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before.
The design of this kite
Lalchi
displays a firm
Paimon.
grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the electro-archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. As does that which the cryo-archon once... Yes. These details are masterfully done.
हर एक आर्कॉन का
The
स्पेसिफाई किया है।
compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shan.
पढ़ा लिखा
I shall
जोंगली।
take these back with me. As for the payment...
Asserment, he says.
Well, allow me.
ये है चाइल्ड।
Hey, it's Child!
पता है बच्चा नहीं है बट इसका नाम चाइल्ड है। और टाटाग्लिया आप इसको ये भी कह सकते हो। Did you arrange to meet here? You ambushed us.
No way. I was just passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet.
I'm
He
waiting
knows a
for
great deal
pyro
about money
icon.
and
मैं
about the
भी।
trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him.
दूसरों के पैसों पे जीने वाले को क्या पॉवर्टी का पता होगा। बट ही इज मिस्टर जोंगली, रिमाइंड यू। भाई पायरो आर्कॉन को गॉड ऑफ वॉर के तौर पे बोला गया है।
Or
और
perhaps
वो
you
लड़की है
could
मेरे
say that
ख्याल
he
से।
cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our
जो मेरे पास
preparations.
है।
The rite of parting requires
एक मिनट रुक
helping
बस।
hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
ओके इसके अंदर देखिए मेरा दूसरा अकाउंट है जो इनकी काफ़ी इनकी स्टार्ट ही किया है जस्ट मैंने अभी। और एक है मेरा एकदम एक्सपीरियंस वाला अकाउंट जिसके अंदर मैं बहुत आगे हूँ। उसके अंदर है, उसके अंदर जब मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम करूँगा ना उसके अंदर मैं तेरे को बताऊँगा कौन से। इसके अंदर भी है बट बताता
Oh,
हूँ।
by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean.
We are quite experienced with that shit.
Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
बिल्कुल। देख भाई तेरे को देखना है, ये देख सब ये देख। तो इसकी एक मिनट वॉइस ओवर है ना।
It's nearly time for afternoon tea. Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later. Hi, darling. Are you going to be Lisa's little helper? What? Me? A grand mage? That was a long time ago. I'm just a humble librarian now. Don't worry, darling. I'll take very good care of you. So...
What do you say, bro? बोलो बोलो।
I...
Afraid? You be my personal bodyguard, and I will show you how to get ahead in
ये देखो ये देखो। ये देखो ये देखो 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 देखते जाओ।
Listen, disciple. If you've got a problem you can't handle, then I'm the one for the job. But if you're looking for prayer, you'd better find some other sister. Huh? You're not a disciple?
बोलो भैया, ये तो कुछ भी नहीं, मैं तेरे को बोलूं ना कुछ भी नहीं है।
Hiring help? Sure.
But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
भाई मुंह पे बेइज्जती मेरे बनने चाहिए
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Nah, never mind. I'll only charge you 15,000 Mora. What's
the most fair price?
No, let's negotiate. 15,000 बोल रहे हो हैं? तेरे को मैं दूंगा, मेरे पास 50,000 पड़े हैं. ओके, तो मैं तेरे को ऑफर करूंगा, मैं हाइड्रा की जय हो, आप ये कहना चाहते हो? अरे यार इसके अंदर एक तो प्राइस लिखने में बहुत प्रॉब्लम होती है. चल 9,000.
Let's see. No, go higher, or I'm not doing this.
ऐसा चलो फिर 10,500 चल.
Five geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much. I'll do it.
देखा 15,000 मांग रहा था हमसे. 4,500 का मुनाफा. ऐसा कैसे अब बोलो तुम क्या बेच रहे हो?
A full day of odd jobs at Eugene Terrace. No problem. 25,000 per day. A fair trade, yes?
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount on account of the whole Hero of Mondstadt thing?
Hero of Mondstadt? Never heard of them.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
अरे यार क्यों लुटाने पे तू रहा है भाई? 25,000, 7,000 से 25,000 के बीच में वेरी होता है तू, और इतना मांग रहा है. लेट्स से कि इतना ठीक है.
This price will do. No loss to me for a day's work.
ये क्या नहीं, मैं और कम कर सकता था. शिट ड्यूड. चलो 10,000 इतने लोग कम कराई दिए मैंने.
Oh, help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. Of course, there'll be a premium if you want me to give 110%.
10% के लिए प्रीमियम मांग रहे हो, और तेरा 10% कितना होगा? मतलब कि 100% plus 10%.
So what's the job?
What's the job you say? पाइमोन का डायपर बदलो चलो.
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Eugene Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't make any special preparations for them.
Fetch me 50 tree branches and 20 stacks of timber.
No problem.
हल्का काम है.
That'll be 20,000 Mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
Done.
Wait, let's talk prices. भाई 3,000 उसको बीच में. चल इसके लिए तो मैं बहुत कंजूसी करूंगा मैं. अरे यार सीधा लिखना है यार तुम. चलो 8,000 will be enough I guess.
Oh, come on. That's too little.
Too little. Little man. You say that's too little? Alright. No, sir.
Oh, come on. That's too little.
साले little की बात मत कर. चल अब 10,000 फाइनल. @ नहीं रहे.
You're mad. And to think I was so willing to bargain, too. 20,000 Mora, and not 1 Mora less. If not, the deal's off.
Hey! Don't get mad! Guess we have no choice but to pay in full.
अरे यार पूरा भरना पड़ा। इतनी कंजूसी भी नहीं करनी चाहिए यार। हट। 12,000 ठीक रहता अमित भाई, लेकिन क्या करें। चाइल्ड।
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
बोलो भाई बोलो, मैं भी मांग रहा हूँ।
How does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Zhongli.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
Boo Boo.
Everything is fine. I was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
कितने मेरे को लगा था 5 ही होंगे। 100 यार, बस 100। ओके, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? इतना पास आ ही गया था तो। बू बू फार्मेसी, बू बू। चलो हम आ गए बू बू फार्मेसी में। बू बू।
The reception is deserted, and it seems kind of spooky in here. Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that? Where did it come from?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out, and Paimon will bring up the rear.
Boo boo. Amit bhai got it. Kawaii.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter.
We are going to tag.
Joke's on you. Paimon floats, so height is no restriction. Anyway, there's something weird about this one over here. What's the talisman doing on her forehead? It can't be. She's a zombie.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. I am Chi-Chi. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Cute. Such nonchalant delivery for a bombshell revelation.
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine.
Bhai, itna cute zombie.
Only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders from Chi-Chi.
चीची ने खुद को ऑर्डर दिए. Wow. Why is she being so difficult?
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself.
Oh.
My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins. Sometimes in Liyue, the art of the deal is simply about victory via mental gymnastics.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. जो सेल्स क्या बोलते हैं उसको, जो क्या बोलते हैं रिसेप्शन पे बैठे होते हैं, वो बोलते हैं थैंक यू एंड टेक द चेंज, ये बोलती है प्लीज एंड थैंक यू.
Guizhong Ballista. I have heard of this device before. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinhong by an adeptus in the distant past. An early mechanical device. Located in Qinhong Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large monsters, protecting Liyue from external threats.
Mr. Zhongli really knows Liyue inside out.
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the cocoa goat.
The cocoa goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast.
Did you want to add anything else, or...?
No, just that the cocoa goat is a legendary animal, an adeptabeast. What it looks like, don't know.
Don't know.
Where to find it, don't know either. Where it came from, also don't know.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista. Perhaps we will find some clues.
What the heck is a cocoa goat?
चलो चोचो गोट ढूंढे, चोचो गोट. Now then, बाइसन नहीं देखी अबे, वो रिलीज थोड़ी ना हुई है संची. तो वही ना मार्वल की पिक्चर की बात कर रहा है ना तू. देखने चलनी हो तो बात अलग है, लेकिन अभी यहाँ पे क्या कुछ क्वेस्ट अवेलेबल है, वो वहाँ पे खजाना पड़ा. चलो लेट्स हैव सम एक्शन. बहुत टाइम से ऐसे ही बैठे हुए हैं. नो सर मेरे को मारता. 3 को हो गई, 3 को हो गई ऐसा पता नहीं भाई. अपने आजकल ज़्यादा एनिमे में ये तो अपने को ज़रा कुछ पता नहीं है इसके बारे में. देखते हैं.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
Very good. Empty chest. तू फिर वडोदरा आ गया है क्या? के अरे नहीं यार, ये छुपन छुपाई खेलने को बोलेंगे, अबे नहीं खेलने. अरे काम मार रहे. ये था
Punishment. You can't run.
मैं तो दाऊद में ही हूँ. अच्छा दाऊद में ही नहीं, पर मैंने देखी नहीं. अगर तू बोल रहा है मैंने देखी है, मैंने नहीं देखी. अभी मार्वल की रिसेंटली कौन सी आई थी? वो वंडर वुमन नहीं, वंडर वुमन क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं, सॉरी। ब्लैक विडो भी नहीं देखी थी मैंने, मैं कल गया था। कैसी है? बढ़िया।
These things useful?
तुमको क्या लगता है, बोलो। चलो गेजोंग बलिस्टा की तरफ जाना है ना। ये रहा गेजोंग बलिस्टा। OSM ऑसम, बिल्कुल एज एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रॉम मार्वल, ऑसम ही होगी।
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just think how much strength you would need.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
Aw, what? It
बोलो
broke?
genius.
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made for the Guizhong Ballista when it was first built, in case it was damaged in battle. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong Ballista. One just needs to understand the basic working principles of the device.
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Where is that supply post? Here, post...
These things useful?
Ah, these parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong Ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have... nothing. And over there... more nothing.
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what, exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong Ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man. This area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like any other mechanical device, but trust me, it's got a mind of its own. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it? The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces, and that's if you get out of this alive!
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. Disgraceful behavior. It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
But you.
Quick!
Go, go, Baron Bunny! No one escapes my judgment!
Tut, tut. आते जाओ
I got careless. Have a little taste.
Lights out.
That
You can't run!
Keep back!
लोग क्या उखाड़ रहे हैं?
test subject. Fry.
ये ले।
Picked the wrong test subject. The hunter.
We're open! Keep back! We're open!
Judgment!
अरे कहाँ चढ़ रहा है?
You're open! Here!
Get him! Let it rain! You can't run!
भाई थॉर लाइट है थॉर लाइट
Terra smash! Keep back! Cross!
Should replace my.
Keep back!
Judgment! Punishment!
खेलो बड़े आराम से सस्ता थॉर
These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time. We should focus on our contract with Chi-Chi.
Oh yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong ballista working, but where's our Coca goat?
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby, save for the usual wildlife. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an Adeptabeast, as Chi-Chi put it.
Which means... Paimon wouldn't go that far.
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Explain that we could not find a Coco Goat, and review our next step.
Good idea. We did our best, and that's what counts.
चलो चलो बूबू फार्मेसी चलते हैं बूबू रिपीट आफ्टर मी बू 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 भाई मोटर चल रही है क्या हाँ भाई पीछे चलाई है बड़े तेज कान है तुम्हारे ये तो आवाज बहुत तेज आ रही है वेरी गुड नीचे भी है
Smell of treasure. Strange.
मुझको तो बहुत पसंद है ट्रेजर की स्मेल ओ भाई ये तो सरप्राइज में दरफकर कर दिया।
Smell of treasure. Strange.
स्ट्रेंज। यहाँ पे और क्या है? नहीं, ओ खजाना। आबरा कड़ाबरा। तुमको एक झटके में पूरा कर दूंगा।
Empty chest. Good for storage.
हाँ भाई बिल्कुल एम्प्टी है। खजाना खजाना बहुत सारा खजाना। चलो तो चलो गाइस, आज के लिए बस इतना ही। बाकी हम स्ट्रीम कल करेंगे। वो अभी तो बहुत सारी स्टोरी बची हुई है। तो फिर इसी के साथ अगर आप नए हो चैनल पे तो लाइक कर दीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए, और आपको कुछ सजेशन है तो आप दे सकते हो कमेंट्स में, मैं पढ़ लूँगा। इसी के साथ मिलते हैं अगली स्ट्रीम में। और क्या, चलिए बाय।